What's the point in the plane if you don't know how to fly it? Yeah. I'm out here grinding. Okay. I'm out here grinding.
All I do is work. All I do is grind.
Good morning, gang, and welcome to The Grind. Britton Costa, and today's message is, there's a message in your mess. You know, no matter how well we plan ahead in life, it's not always going to go as we plan. There's always going to be different adversities or setbacks that have the potential to completely derail us of our efforts, right? The first thing we need to recognize and accept is that success is never going to be in that straight line that we're always looking for. So when a problem comes about, there's absolutely no better time to embrace the challenge. Majority of the strongest people that we see today came up and evolved from some of the toughest times. They grew, they learned, they overcame, and adapted in order to become a bigger, better, stronger version of themselves. Let me break it down. The mess or the problem that we encounter a lot of times is a symbol of perfection in progress, because so much of our strength within comes from those painful situations. You may not always want to accept that, but it holds a lot of truth. We are not going to be comfortable in these situations. In fact, they tend to be very uncomfortable. But we got to face the music, because you'll never level up being the king or queen of your comfort zone. The common trend is that people get smacked in the face with a messy situation in their life. They choose to take the path of least resistance. Why? Because it's easy. That's 100% why. It's easy to take shiny objects with a quick short-term outlet, but we got to accept that at the same time we do that, we defeat our long-term destiny and our long-term growth. When it's easy, everyone does it, but not everyone is where they want to be, and that's not a coincidence. There's the old saying, what won't kill you will only make you stronger. That's not always going to be true, and that will not apply here. If you keep running and don't confront messy times, they're just going to continue to resurface in different avenues of your life until you figure them out. The mess will follow you wherever you go if you don't learn how to figure out or identify, solve, and grow from it. So you always got to find a way, or it's just going to linger in your life. Here's the hard fact. These messes in our lives really are not there to stop you. Realistically, they're put in place to prepare you. The problem is irrelevant. It comes in all shapes, sizes, forms, but it's your response and how you receive the message is ultimately how it's going to affect you in the long term. This is where the real growth takes place, and it can be mentally, physically, or even spiritually. We're the ones that got to decide if we're going to go from better or bitter from the situation. If you decide that bitter is the route you want to take, you got to understand that there is no ROI, or return on investment, of endless pity parties and complaining. You just get hung up in the past, and you're never going to get to where you got to go hanging on to the past. How you view it is going to be key. Are you going to view the mess as a problem, or are you going to view the mess as an opportunity? People get nervous or scared. That's okay, but I'm going to tell you this. The quicker that you get those butterflies in formation, the quicker you're going to turn those trials into triumphs and go from victim to victor. There's a lot of inspiring stories of great people who overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. And if you want to be one of them, you've got to leave behind the land of mediocrity and start embracing the mess, learning from the message, and know and believe you're officially going to be better from it long term. It's all part of the growing process. I can assure you this. They are going to be the best times that you never want to have again, but you will be grateful when you overcome them. If you're watching me today, there's probably two things that we know for certain. One, there's nothing you couldn't handle, and two, there's obviously nothing you haven't survived. You just got to make sure you're not just surviving, rather thriving from any turbulence in your life. So that's today's message, gang. Find that message in your mess. Continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to level up. Thanks for tuning into The Grind. Get ready, it's a new day. See y'all next week.
All I do is work. All I do is grind.